Here we go. It is October 7th, Tuesday. Some big moves today in the market as the market went down. The Dow minus 91, NASDAQ minus 153, S&P minus 25, Russell minus 2.65. Did this earlier today. I'll do some videos early in the morning sometimes when I have time. SOXL 3-minute chart was down almost 6%, 5.99%. This is a great short again. Use your trend lines. Don't make it that complicated. I use no VWAP, moving averages. You don't need it on day trading unless you want to do it. To me, it's more of a distraction. So when you came up here, look at this move right here. So, going back to, let me get this here, line right here. And what was that? That was at 4:39 a.m., very early. You can see, the ultimate low line, and it, straddled that eventually, and then it broke. 43 line, you could not get over it. Look at how many times. What's that, like 5, 6 candles? Then you start to go down. There's the bounce. Does he get over? No. Bounce again? No. Goes down again. 10 a.m. Bigger drop. This was a nice little move back up, but didn't even touch the trend line. Then he came down again deeper to 39. Then you had a decent run all the way to 39.82. Now you could took profit here. Once you come down here, and then what happens right here? Excuse me. It's really after this. It's 39 line. Do you make a new low? No. So once you see that, you're sort of chopping around. You can take profit. There's no move right here along this broke the trend line. This touched it, goes down, then you break through it right here, 39.50. And it doesn't have to be exact. You can take profit anywhere along the way here, whatever your strategy is. But to me, that's why it's hard in day trading. You want to take that quick profit, when it's 400, 600, whatever you're trading. But then you always want that bigger move. And that's why you got to stay patient. It's the ultimate of patience. It's so hard. And this is going down, down. But eventually it did break through. Anywhere right here, 39.50 was pretty good. 42.50, look at that, right around here. 43, right down. That is a perfect trend line down. And then you sort of chop around, go sideways, go down again, and then you fade out. Now, do you have to trade all these moves down there? No. If I'm on this trade, I'm short all the way down. Whatever you're making that day on this move, you don't have to trade other moves, unless you want to. But if it was a short move to say went back up and you made a little bit here, then of course. But this was a longer move. That means you're going to make maximum profit on this move. So let's look at the daily now. I had the daily pointed out here. Look at the arrow. Swing 34. I can put this in now. Very sharp move here. See this? You gap up. You're gapping up very fast. You're very overbought here too. You can see here 97 stochastics. 95, you're going down. That's a very large red candle. To me, that's more pressure ahead. You're leaving that zone of 80. First time you left it in a while since September. See the weekly here. The weekly did cross over too. Monthly still a beast. Look at the monthly straight up here. Here it is. The monthly low, short, back in the last, 5 years, 22 months from COVID low, 2020, 357 to 74. 22, 6 to 70, 8 months was right here. And overall is 22 months, 21 months. Where are we at right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 months. So we're at 39. We're pretty close. Another 6 months. Do you get up here? We'll see. This is straight up. This is moving very fast too on the monthly. So that's the move here. Now I'm looking for this trend line again. See this? This was an inner one. Then we have an outer one. You got to keep making trend lines. Once it breaks, then you have an outer line. And then we're here again. So I would like to see this around 35, 36 and then see a bounce. If it's something more, we get out deeper. That would be 28. That would be even greater buy. So we'll see on this right now. SOXL 3 times levered. I love trading this too because it's liquid. You trade 3 times leveraged ETFs. It's all for trading. Now, this is a thing too. I don't understand when they say don't hold 3 times levered ETFs. I'm not, the biggest guru of all gurus of everything, but 10 years, this is put in 3,100%, 130, 338, all green. So why wouldn't you hold this longer term? Now they say Yeah, the losses are greater because it's three times leverage. But if the market keeps going up and up, yeah, what's the difference? What if you have, yeah, whatever, what's the other of SOXL, like the normal semiconductor? Yeah, the ETF, whatever it is. But if this keeps going up, then what's the difference? Look at this return, 20%, 3 years, 66, 20. Now we're going to crash again. Yeah, of course, we're always going to go back down eventually. There'll be some blip, 10, 20%. But what will be the difference in this short time frame? Since 2020, we had 3 months of, excuse me, no, 3 years. We basically went down. Then 2009 financial crisis, you went down. I would say it was like a year and a quarter. Then you had 2018, 20. They were blips, 2025, the tariff with Trump, but they're all short moves. It hasn't been nothing huge really since 2000 and 2008. Now, something like that going to happen again. Anything's possible. I don't know how nothing's happened since 2009. We just keep going up and up and away. But our ETF inflows 138 billion September, on track to smash annual record. You can see here all kinds of news here. SOXL stock jumps ahead of Nvidia earnings. That was May. Oh, actually, I'm looking way back. There's only one news event. Here's on SOXL buy here, 42 retest. Hard to picture a situation where gold dumps. Small cap seems overpriced or mispriced. This is a huge sell. All their news built in. What else here? Bought at 38. So let's look at the weekly here too. See the weekly. Look at these deep moves. Short, big, long, short. This was at 7 at one point. I'll go back to it. It's at 38. To me, this is going to be a little short term. I think you're going to have a move down now. We'll see. Yeah, it's setting up with that big candle today. Oh, my fan. It's so hot here. Look at this move. So 2020, you go up. There's the long. That's a big long. You're talking 3 to 70. And then you go down to 6 across. Then you go back up to 70. Now you're back down to, I think it was 7, and you're at 38. There's no way this is not going to go eventually to 50, 60. I think my target's 60 to 70 again in that range, because it'll be here, it'll be a triple top, and then it'll probably go back down again. But nothing is exactly like the past. Even this, see, this went up pretty much straight up, down. This had a little bit of a wave in it right here. This was straight down, 2025. So we'll see on this. SOXL. Let me check my chart here. See if it comes up my algo, what it's saying now. Anything here? They have a sell level 38.23. They don't have it short yet, but it's saying if it hits below 38, watch for a sell. So to me, that's already a big candle. You haven't seen nothing like this. Look at this run, that big. I think we pull back more. What's that 4 hour? 4 hours going down. 2 hour, you have a crossover. It looks like it's trying to hold 38.70. 1 hour, it did cross, going sideways down. Look at it's holding right here. 38.70. So that's the key. Watch that 38.70. Tomorrow. Yeah, rest of the week, it could come up green again, then come back deeper. So we'll see in this. But yeah, the SOX will run the monthly. Yeah, I still can't believe it. There it is. 3 to 74, 6 to 70. You held this. That's why you hold. You always hold on low moves. There's no reason. This will go back up. And did it again. Did it again. This was a little tougher. Went back. And then this was another move down that faded down deep. And the low here was 722. So you had 357, 621, 722. Look, we're at 39. And how many weeks was that? Well, just look at the months. So from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months it's up. 6 months from 7 to 39 on SOXL. Patience wins in the market. It will always win. Now, I just don't like to lock up my money, just throw money in there and just sit it for months and months, even though I probably should, because I would make a year's salary just doing it, maybe 1 year. But I like trading so much. And that's why you got to build up a big account. If you have a big account, you can trade, then put a lot of money aside to swing, but that takes a lot of money to do. It's just not, you don't have money hand over fist. We can do both. That's why building up's important. I think if you can build up to about 100 liquid, then you can have many options. All right, so you see the move down, chopped around for months, 2012 to get out deep, and now we're back up. You have outer trend line here from April. Here's an inner, and that's where we're at right now. So we'll see what this does on SOXL. All right, so that's it. Little recap on SOXL. Please subscribe to Mikey Man Trades on YouTube. Smash the like button. Peace.